Chapter 9. Nearly a month passed before Anna received the preliminary report on the Codex from the Fine Arts Experts Institute, an independent organization, one of the world's first private scientific centers dedicated to the expertise of artworks and cultural objects, and situated inside the Free Ports Zone. Its work covered the scientific authentication of paintings, sculptures, ceramics, and other historical works using the most modern scientific techniques. Anna reported to Pat Kennedy by video conference, informing him of the report's conclusions, which, amongst many other things, indicated the paper on which the Codex was written was of European manufacture, and the radiocarbon dating indicated a date between 1570 and 1590, which corresponded to the period during which Friar Bernardino was alive and active. The cover of the Codex was made from calfskin and dated from the same period. Microscopic examination showed quill pens had been used for the execution of the texts and drawings. As for the ink, it was analyzed using polarized light microscopy, which indicated it was composed of iron, sulfur, potassium, calcium, and carbon, with traces of other substances. The blue, white, red-brown, and green paints of the manuscript were analyzed using different techniques, including scanning electron microscopy. The blue paint was composed of ground azurite, with traces of copper oxide cuprite. The white paint was a mixture of egg white and calcium carbonate, whilst the green was composed of copper and copper chlorine resinate, as well as atacamite or other copper chlorine compounds. The red browns were red ochre, composed of hematite and iron sulfide. So what does that all mean? Pat asked. Basically, it was produced in Mexico at the time of Bernardino, which means it's authentic. The paper, inks and pigments are very close to those used in the Florentine Codex, which points to it being produced by the same Franciscans. Is it part of Bernardino's work? That I can't say. Perhaps it was conceived as an addendum, an apothecary's herbal pharmacopoeia of plants and cures known to the Aztecs. Who knows? What about its contents? Jean-Yves' team at LifeGen is still working on that, but from what he tells me, his people have identified many of the plants. And the translation? I've got almost all the 16th century Spanish text converted to modern Spanish, and the English version will be ready next week. The Nahuatl is going to take a little longer. Great, Anna, good work. I'll be over to Paris next week. If you can meet me there, we can get together with Scott and Patrick. Yes, I'll have finalized the edition commentaries by then. Excellent.